So after talking to multiple business owners in Kenya, I've decided to do this particular video because I've seen different business owners repeating the same mistakes, and I think this video will be valuable to you as a business owner. So stick around and watch till the end because I have special, content that will be valuable to you, to your business. And if you're making similar mistakes, you can correct it, and you can make some changes to your business, to elevate and grow your revenue. So this video is for every Kenyan business owner, and they should watch this particular video. And I'm going to talk about 6 belief shifts that separate brands doing 500,000 Kenya shillings per month from brands doing 5 million plus per month in Kenya shillings, right? 5 million per month. So here is the truth about Kenya e-commerce right now. Most brands are making the same mistakes, and it's costing them millions and millions per month and per year. So here are the common mistakes people are making: treating marketing as a cost, and running ads with no offer strategy, boosting posts and calling it advertising, ignoring customers after the first sale, and competing on price instead of positioning or value, expecting results with no creative testing. So the common things people are making, these are the common mistakes: treating marketing as a cost, running ads with no offer strategy, boosting posts and calling it advertising, ignoring customers after first sale, only considering the first purchase, and competing on price instead of positioning themselves correctly, expecting results with no creative testing. So marketing is not an expense, it's your revenue engine, right? Like, marketing is everything. Without marketing, your business won't grow. The belief shift: stop cutting your marketing budget and start building a system that pays you back. Smart business owners are treating marketing as an investment. Other people are seeing it as a cost, right? They spend all this time on product, which is okay. There's nothing wrong spending a lot of your time on product, having a good product. But if you don't know how to market it, like, you won't sell anything, because similar product you're selling, there are thousands of people selling the same thing as you. So if you don't know how to market it, you won't have a good business, right? The math that changes everything: most Kenyan founders spend 100k on rent without thinking twice, but hesitate to spend even 50,000 Kenya shilling on ads per month. Here is what that thinking is costing you, right? What most brands are doing: they spend 100k on per month on rent, they spend 200k a month on stock, and they spend 10k on boosting, right? Results: revenue stays flat. What winning brands are doing: they invest 100k per month on ads, they generate 100k in sales, and they scale to 300k in ads to generate something like 1.5 in sales. Revenue grows every month, right? So the brands doing 5 million per month are not spending less on marketing, they are spending more, but on a system that works. So the goal is not just to spend more on ads, but to spend on a system that will generate you more revenue per month. Like, you need to have a system, a ad system, like a good working ad system. So you don't have a sales problem, you have a trust problem. Like, the belief shift: traffic is not your problem, conversion is your trust problem. Like, the problem is not that some people are getting traffic, but you don't know how to convert that traffic, right? So the 5 trust signals that every brand needs. So the Kenyan buyer has been banned before by fake products, by sellers who disappear before they give you the hard-earned money, right? They need to trust you. Social proof is the first thing. Here, there's trust signal you can implement for your brand. Social proof: reviews, testimonials, real photos from real customers. People buy what people are buying, right? Like, if people see other people are buying from you, they'll actually buy from, like, strangers, right? So you have to have reviews, like, from let's say you have people initial purchases, like people are already buying from you. How can you create testimonials from those kind of people? Testimonials, reviews, like, you need to have reviews. Social proof is a very big leverage point for you to implement. So risk reversal: money back guarantees, easy exchange, free delivery, remove the fear of losing money. So People, you need to remove any form of risk, like risk reversal. You have to remove any form of risk. So always talk about money back guarantee. If anything happens, like customer maybe doesn't like the product, it doesn't fit, something happens, bad happens, you need to have any form of risk reversal. There are people who like to say like there's no refunds, so, like that's a red flag. Like you need to have a form of risk reversal so the customer feels safe buying from you if anything happens. Consistency. Post every day, show up. Brands that disappear for weeks lose trust instantly. Authority. Educate your audience. Show them you know more than your competitors. Like you have to give form of education, add value to your to your audience, your customer audience, right? And human presence. Go live, show your face, let them see the person behind the brand. If a stranger cannot trust you within 5 seconds of landing on your page, social media page, website, no amount of ad spend will save you. So you have to build trust. Trust is very important, any form of credibility, and you can do that through these 5 things: social proof, risk reversal, consistency, authority, human presence, right? So your best customer is not the next one, it's the one that you already have, right? Stop chasing new customers and ignoring the ones who already gave you money. So it's easier for someone who has bought from you to buy again than a stranger, right? Because most people always focus on the first purchase, which is okay. There's nothing wrong focusing on new customer, but it's easier to keep a customer than to get a new one, right? So the person who has already bought from you, how can you keep that customer to keep buying from you for as long as you can? Let's say for that customer to spend like 3, 4, 5 times in the next 6 months, how can you do that? Because that's, you're not spending any money acquiring that customer. You already paid to acquire that customer, so anything they buy from you after that, it's pure profit, right? So that's the mathematics I'm challenging you to think about, right? So we call it the 40% rule. 40% of your monthly revenue should come from repeat customers. If it does not, you're leaving millions on the table. 5 to 7x more expensive to get a new customer than keeping one. So it's way expensive to acquire a new customer, and every month it's getting expensive to acquire new customers, so it's getting expensive and it's becoming costly. So it's easier for you to keep that customer than to keep, you're trying to acquire more, which is okay, but it's very expensive. And if you don't know how to keep customers, you will have a very unpredictable revenue month by month. So a good e-commerce business, from what I've seen and my experience, is 70% of their sales should be coming from new customers, and 30% or 40% should be coming from returning customers, so that it helps you stabilize your business. So you have predictability in revenue. If you don't know how to keep customers, you'll have a very unpredictable revenue month by month. So I want you to take a very important, if there's something, an important lesson I want you to take from this video, is you should know how to keep customers. E-commerce is all about repeat purchases. Like how many of your customers keep coming back, to buy from you. It's not just a matter of, acquiring new customers, because it's keep getting expensive, and you can't have a predictable business and revenue if you're just relying on one time first time purchase, right? So sorry about first time to purchase. So 40% of your monthly revenue should come from repeat buyers. And here, like, your 4 retention channels. This is what you can do to keep customers keep buying from you. Email marketing, post-purchase sequences, re-engagement, weekly value. People ignore email, and they don't know how much money they can make from email marketing. SMS marketing, this is something people even ignore. You need to have sending like flash offers, restock alerts, people's birthday messages. You're building relationships. So email and SMS is not just a matter of, just selling, but you need to provide value. Any form of value that you can provide to your customers will help them a lot, because you're building relationships. You're not just selling, you're building long-term relationship, and you're building brand loyalty, right? So content to stay top of mind between purchases. You need to be top of mind. Like, people can know about you, but they can forget you, right? They know about you, but they forget you. So you need to keep, appearing on their feed, so that you stay top of mind. Going live 3 times per week builds loyalty and faster than any ad, right? So You need to be going. There's a very big opportunity right now on TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook, where you can go live multiple times in a week. So multiple times in a day, multiple times in a week. That creates form of brand loyalty, like you're staying top of mind and you're building that intimate relationship with your viewers, with your audience. It's very, very important. Going live will make your brand so much money. So don't sleep on live sessions. TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, go live, have creators going live multiple times in a week, at least 3 times in a week is a good sweet spot, right? So boosting posts is not advertising and it's costing you millions, right? The blue button is not a marketing strategy. It's a shortcut that wastes your money. So most people have the mindset of boosting. They are not aware. I can say it's not a bad thing if you're not aware about it. Right now, at least, if you're watching this video, you are aware about boosting is not, is not a marketing strategy. But if you ignore it, now you're continuing doing it and someone has informed you, now that's being ignorant, and that's the price you're going to pay. Ignorant tax, right? So boosting post versus real advertising. Meta gives you the boost button for free because it is designed to take your money with the least work for them, right? The real tools are inside the ads manager. So boosting, what most brands do, you pick a post that already exists. So this is what most people are doing. You pick a post that's already exists. Meta decides who sees it, optimize for likes and comments, no retargeting, no funnel, one ad, one chance, no data you can act on, right? You're just hoping for the best. You have no real strategy. So what real ads do and what winners do, you build creative design to sell. You control who sees it and when. Optimize for purchases and revenue. Full funnel, cold, warm, hot audiences, multiple angles tested every week, and clear data. The return on ad spend, the ROAS, the CPA, the cost per acquisition, the CTR. You know what you're working with. You know your data. You know what you're doing, right? This is now. Stop boosting posts, go to ads manager. That's where you can do real advertising, and you can track what you're spending, what you're getting. There are so many variables you can work with when you're doing ads in the ads manager, right? So the offer is everything. Your product is not enough. The market does not reward the best product, it rewards the best marketed product with the strongest offer. It's not just about. So the ads is what gets attention. It makes people interested about your brand or about your product. But the offer is what converts. The offer has to be good enough, compelling enough, so the customer feels stupid saying no to not buying from you. So the offer is what converts, right? The ad creative, it gets people's attention, it grabs it's what to get people interested, right? Then the offer is what converts. So if you don't have a good offer, there'll be a lot of friction, people buying from you, right? So 5 offer structure that converts in Kenya. So what we have seen to be working, your product is the thing, the offer is the reason to buy right now. Fix the offer before running a single ad. So different kind of offers you can implement for your brand. Free gift with purchase. Orders above 2k, 2000 Kenya shillings get a free gift. Above 5000 Kenya shillings, they get 2. Customers add more to hit the next level. So we call it gamifying your offer. So you need to have tiers. So when someone spends this amount, they get this gift. When they spend more, so people are getting more than what they're paying for. So buy one get one free. Yeah, forwards, instant perceived value. Customers take two because leaving free value feels like losing, right? They're getting more than what they're paying for. So bundle and save. You are bundling products together. Bundle and save. Combine 3 products, let's say at 5,500 Kenya shillings instead of 7,500 Kenya shillings. Introduces your full range in one purchase. So you can do this if your margins allow it. So bundling and save is a very good way of having a compelling offer. So combine 2 to 3 products. It can be similar products or let's say complementing products. So you have to see which kind of product that people normally buy together, right? Then you can bundle them and you can give a small discounts on it, so people feel like, okay, I'm getting more from what from what I'm paying for. So yeah, subscribe and save. This works for, let's say, recurring revenue form of subscriptions. So can work with skincare, supplements, coffee brands, anything that it's like a consumable, like people are buying on a month-to-month basis. It can be perfumes, it can be skincare, it can be supplements, makeup, coffee, these consumable brands. It works with subscription, so have recurring revenue, right? These are very good offer. So subscribe and save. So someone buys one once, they get this price, but if they subscribe, they save this amount, so it's month by month. So seasonal limited offer, you have something like Valentine's, Eid, Black Friday, Christmas. These are like seasonal campaigns. Real urgency, real deadline. SMS warm up, let's say 5 days before. So seasonal campaigns, you take advantage of what's events is coming up or is happening right now. Then you create ads around it to have like good offers, right? The offer test: if a stranger saw this offer, will they buy immediately? If anything less than yes, fix the offer fast, right? You have to ask yourself, if a stranger comes to your ads, comes to your landing page, comes to your website, will they buy right now? Like what will give them the urge to buy right now? So if it's yes, if it's no, ask yourself, like legit, like be true to yourself, like will they buy right now? So a successful business is 95% marketing and 5% product, right? Stop spending 95% of your time on product and 5% on marketing. Flip it. Like gone are the days where it's just about supply and demand, right? Business is supply and demand. So right now we're in the era of infinite supply. Like everyone is selling everything. Like there's so many competitors, right? But you have to know how to create desire or demand. If you don't know how to create demand for your brand, you have a very hard time selling your product, because the same product you're selling, there are hundreds of thousands of people selling the same product as you. So why should people buy from you? Like you have to ask yourself, why should people buy from you right now, right? You have to know how to create desire and demand for your brand and your products. So the complete revenue system, the brands doing 10 million per month are not making better products. They are marketing better, right? They have these 4 pillars working together. So this is the full ecosystem, the full system, right? Content departments, you have 5 to 10 pieces daily being distributed across multiple channels: TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, going live 3 times a week. Builds warm audiences, so people are aware about people are aware. The more distribution you have in terms of content, the more you're creating warm audiences, right? Paid advertising, Meta or Google ads. Meta, it's always convenient for most people, but after some time you can invest into Google ads, like a secondary acquisition channel. You have 10 to 5 ads being tested every week. There are people who are doing like 2 ads a week. We have 10 to 15 new every week, so you keep stacking new ads every month, right? Then you have offer architecture, so free gifts with purchase, buy one get one free, but the BOGO offer, bundles, subscription. Fix the offer before running a single ad, right? So customer retention, so you need to have an email and SMS marketing. 40% of your revenue coming from repeat purchases or repeat customers, and only you own that audience. When you're doing marketing, you have to understand this platform, you don't own them. Anything happens, once you strike, you're done. If your Instagram account gets shut down, or your TikTok, like you're completely wiped out, right? But if you have an audience, an email, like email and SMS, you have these people's audiences, like contacts, you have your own audience, like you own that audience, right? You have to understand it in that perspective. If something happens to your Instagram today, what will happen to your business? If something happens to your TikTok, what will happen? So you need to have a way of collecting people's data, you owning that audience, so if anything happens, at least you're not completely strike out, and you can have predictability in revenue month by month, because these people keep buying from you. Take this lesson, very important. Like seriously, it's very, very important for you to have a back-end system. Don't rely 100% on the front end alone. Have a way of having repeat purchases, like retention. It's very, very important. So you need to have a content department, social media manager, and someone doing for you, let's say internal content creator for your content, paid advertising team, people running ads for you. Have a very compelling offer. The offer is what converts, right? The ad is what get people interested and people curious about whatever you're selling, but the offer is what converts. So the customer retention, not people keep coming back, building relationship, building that essence of brand loyalty. It's very, very important, very, very important. So if you're ready to build this kind of system, if you want this kind of system being implemented to your brand, there's a link in the description where you can apply to work with us, and my team will reach out to you and see if it's a good fit. Us working together, we can implement these kind of strategies to your e-commerce brand, to your business, and we can see how we can take this to the next level. And disclaimer, I don't make any form of income claims. It's not like you're going to watch this YouTube video and this will work for you immediately. Of course, it takes time, so I'm not making any form of exaggerated income claims. You are a smart business owner, you know what it takes. It doesn't just come easily. There's a lot that needs to be implemented for it to work. So I'm not making any form of income claims, but I'm just giving strategies to what I'm doing with other clients so I can implement to your business. So if this kind of video you find it valuable and you want this kind of strategies to be implemented to your business, there's a link you can apply to work with us, or you can reach out to me on Instagram or LinkedIn at Ian Orera, so we can see if we are a good fit us working together. So if you are a brand doing at least 3 million per month, or 3 million and above per month, and you want to scale, reach out to us. We can see how we can help you out, and I'll appreciate if you like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.